Well, one of the most prolific student athletes to ever rock a Bears uniform. She's the first Cal volleyball player to be an Olympian. Carli Lloyd won bronze in Rio, and she joins us on what's being celebrated as Carli Lloyd Night at Cal. And Carli, appreciate you stopping by with us. The only time I've ever been given a night is usually my birthday, and I think I've aged out of that at this point. So what's it like to be back on campus and being celebrated?
Yeah, it feels incredible. The energy here has been so awesome, and getting the call to come back was really, really special. So I'm super excited to be here.
I can only imagine that there are so many people who want. I could see like the Rio Olympic medal. Can you actually hold that up real quick? I mean, you have to know, there it is. You have to know so many people are not only excited for you to be back on campus, but they want to see the medal. When you interact with people, like what's sort of like those weird moments that you might have where people want to go and touch it?
Well, I mean, the most recent one that happened was I was flying up from San Diego, and I'm coming through security, and they stopped me and they say, "Whose bag is this?" And I was like, "It's mine." And they say, "Well, what's this big black thing in the middle of your bag?" And I said, "Well, it's my medal." And they said, "Well, what medal?" I said, "Well, I went to the Olympics." And then the whole place starts freaking out, and they've got to touch it and show it and hand it off, and that has happened a few times. And yeah, I mean, it's really, really special to say that it's mine, but in general, for people to be able to see it and touch it, it's a pretty cool experience.
Yeah, and I can imagine a lot of that, your success, at least in the Olympics in Rio, was set up for what you did at Cal. It sort of laid a lot of the foundation for you. Mm-hmm. I have to imagine there's so many familiar faces when you head back to campus. Being back there, what's that special memory that resonates?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of volleyball, like winning games and stuff that I still think about, but honestly, the one thing that has been hitting me more and more that I've been back is just the family feel of being here, and like seeing Rich and Matt and walking into the office and Jen and Dave being there. I mean, it brings back all of the feelings of when we played here. We were playing for this school and as a family, and it's so different than what I do now, which is like volleyball's my job, and you know, there's just such a different feel to it. So the memories that I have are just really good ones of feeling like at home, and it feels good to be back.
I know here at the Pac-12 Network, because we've had so many student athletes that have been able to participate in the Olympic Games, we're super proud of what you were able to accomplish. I'm sure the Cal family, as you described, they're really excited. But can I ask you something that has nothing to do with the Olympics? Because I was reading your bio, and I found it fascinating. I'm a few years older than you are. Your uncle, who I know is a big part of your life, was a part of American Gladiators. He was Turbo. It was one of the greatest shows ever in the history of television. Tell me you were old enough to catch him as Turbo.
Oh yeah, I was.
How cool is that? Like, your uncle is Turbo.
I know, it was, yeah. You know what, it's funny because the spotlight totally will get turned off of me and onto him so quickly when I'm overseas or meeting new people. They're like, "Wait, what? Turbo? American Gladiators night, like from the 80s? And it's incredible because I was a kid, I went to the shows. There's pictures of me wearing I actually wore his onesie and his helmet to a Cal Halloween party. And I have a picture with Megan Schmidt. I wish I had it with me. I would show you guys. But yeah, like I totally experienced it as a kid, and it's still a part of my everyday experience, I feel, as an adult, because people just totally loved that show and him on the show.
Yeah, so. I mean, I was prepping this interview, and that's the first thing I say. I wanted to lead the interview with that, and I was getting yelled at. It's like, no, we got to talk about Cal, we got to talk about the Olympics, and I get that, but Turbo, come on.
Yeah,
that was the best. Carli, once again, really appreciate you stopping by with us. Fantastic job. Obviously, it was a great experience watching you down in Rio, as well as Team USA. Wish you nothing but the best of luck in the future. Thanks again.
Thank you so much. Thanks.